Chocolate. Morning, Dennis McManus. Last Pincer. Ma. G'day, Ma. Last Pincer. Amanda Cohen. Greg Wilson. G'day, Greg. Diana's getting the gold again. Catherine Kay and Melissa. G'day, Melissa. Bacon and eggs. Another lovely day here in Canberra. Welcome to the National Rock Garden. You'll find us on Barrenjoey Road, even Forest Road, here at the National Rock Garden in Canberra. 499 days. We've been proclaiming to the Governor-General, expose the 28 names of the pedophiles you're protecting. These names are on the police report, identified as a part of the Wood Royal Commission 1995-1997. They've managed to keep each other's secrets for 27 years. They're high-profile people of prominent stature, and they include one Prime Minister. Where are they now? Well, they could be at all sorts of dizzy heights. They could even be a Governor-General. But only the Governor-General can save his name. He's accused of all sorts of allegations, and his silence appears to be acquiescence. It's got bigger than that over the time, as we've compromised them for having no power of authority, no jurisdiction, no oaths of allegiance or affirmations, illegitimate, fraudulent elections, launderings of funds, and crimes against humanity, treachery and treason. It just goes on and on and on. So we hold this line and wait for that moment in time where we, the people, will stand in our power and take our country back and ensure that our children inherit the freedom, ensure that moving forward that the sanctity of children is paramount. It's a no-brainer. It's a given. Living in a world where we can't provide the sanctity to children is probably not a world worth living in at all, which is why we've stood up and said, bring back God, bring back the Holy Spirit and the love shown to us by the Lord Jesus Christ. All that good stuff. We will know greatness again. And you, the digital diggers upon the webinets, are a vital asset in this fight. G'day, Noel. How are you? Cleared for landing. Yeah, got some good photos of Noggin today. I didn't bring any foods for him. They need a diet. He's looking like a big buffy chook. Anyway, all sorts of things going on. Yeah, I've just spoken to Phil Jones. He's up there. He's told me that he's probably about 16, or probably even 20 degrees higher temperature than we are. It was very kind of him. Send it on down. We're actually warming up here now. He's passed on some sad news. We've been in this fight that long. But yeah, Wobbly Wizard is a favourite to the Freedom Front. He stood his ground with everyone when they came to Canberra, I believe. And he's passed in the last few days. I think it was the 15th. So we just wanted to just take a moment to acknowledge the Wobbly Wizard, his contribution to the Freedom Front, his contribution to fighting for the sanctity of children, contribution to holding this unconstitutional government to account. Yeah, and thoughts and prayers to your family who are probably missing you a lot right now. Yeah, so don't forget our own, and probably a bit more on the chats from you guys for it. Wobbly Wizard, that's what he was known as. And yeah, respect to one of our own, another fallen soldier who did his own personal duty to fight for those who just didn't know the better at the time. So, we'll continue to fight, mate. We'll bring it. We'll bring it. I hope your family are very proud of you too, mate. Anyway, a bit more on that a bit later. Phil also wanted to acknowledge, because it's hitting the mainstream, there's a lot hitting the mainstream. Yeah, World Health Organization, and put a link, or they've linked, acknowledged the link between the jibber jabs and MS. I think that's multiple sclerosis. But I'm allowed to mention it apparently because it's on the mainstream. The World Health Organization have acknowledged. Oh, mate, it goes deeper. This is just little bits floating to the top, but she's about to boil over soon. Yeah, I'm sort of just been clicking over a little bit of the mainstream because it seems to be coming on the narrative. Sky News seem to be just slowly just edging a bit of the truth or leading to the direction that there's a lot of corruption in our parliament. And it makes me wonder where some of these puppet masters may have gone. But suddenly these candidates, you know, whether they're Liberal, Labor, Greens, National, and ultimately independent, which should be independent, seem to be speaking our words and asking for the same sort of things we are, which is for the top brass to be held accountable. Where you been, Jackie Lambie? I'll put the message out. Jackie Lambie's asked for the international courts to hold our top brass under the same lens that they held our diggers, and as they throw them under the bus, you know, war crimes, which is exactly what we are asking for. Ultimately, the military is the only way. We've demanded the military step in to save ourselves and save themselves at the same time, but why would we move the military in when the corruption's still at the top of the military as well? Angus Campbell, David Hurley, Peter Cosgrove. So yeah, thank you, Jackie Lambie. I really hope your strings are cut. I hope you go for the throat. I know you know a lot more than you've let on, especially when you're in the Senate questioning Labor about the pharmaceutical agenda back in 2020, I think it was, and they just laughed. He said, "Are you really not going to tell the people?" And they just laughed. Remember Albanese just laughed, and then it cut. So it doesn't do you any justice, Jackie Lambie. Are you with us or are you against us? Have you got a new puppet master who's telling you what to say? Well, if your string's been cut, has your top brass gone, and now you can start bringing up what the real people want you to talk about. Can you fast track this, please? Yeah. And if you need any diggers on the jury, right here at the National Rock Garden every day, Jackie. So yeah, something's happening. Something's happening. Now, what do you guys got to say about these digs? There we go, there's Greg. Last pincer. For those who wait for Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall go up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not be faint. Thank you, the last pinster, Isaiah 40:31. G'day, Batman. How are you? G'day from Melbourne, Dennis McManus. Let's just go here. You know, we need a new diligent. Why not? Good morning, Warrior Blues. Morning, Adam Kuglo. This is Freedom's there. Last responder. G'day. New sub here. Tommy Temper sent me. Well, welcome. Last responder. Welcome to the platform where you'll meet all the digital diggers upon the webinets. Those that have the blue spanners are the diligent of the digital diggers, and you are a vital asset. We welcome you. Thank you. Please feel free to share intel you have with us and pick up what the diggers are putting down. And yeah, thanks for your support, mate. Tommy Temper. Hey, good name. I haven't seen a Tommy Temper for a little bit. Hey, Mark's back. There you go. Yeah, good, mate. I sort of just clicked now. The Batmobile driving in, and then well, there's a shirt. Hang on, let's have a look at that shirt. Double click it. There we go. There you go. Or you can't get bloody. I'll zoom in on that one. Oh, where are you? Where'd you go?
Yeah.
There you go, mate. There you go. Best cameraman ever.
Yep, of course. And have a look at the back.
Yeah.
Back's interesting.
Yeah. Well, we know that ASIO are listening. The only part of the government that really listens. There you go. That says it all. Is that a Get Smart and special?
Yep.
Yep.
So, yeah, well, 499 days today.
It is, mate.
And he hasn't listened to us first.
Yeah.
But AJ's heard us every day.
Well, they invested a lot of money to move against us too, didn't they?
They have. They're still trying to get you. Because
Yeah.
they think you're the leader. And if they get rid of you, they'll get rid of us. And we love you, mate. But
I know, mate. The thing is, we were all leaders, aren't we? We all know our place. We all know when we got the opportunity to stand.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. How was your little holiday?
Yeah, good actually. I took the cool weather there, but the cool weather there was like 7 degrees in the night, not -6 like last night.
Phil just rang and said it's 16 degrees there.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah, he thought about pulling his socks up above his ankles.
Oh yeah, we went to the beach on Saturday. It was lovely.
Oh, shut up.
Took the dogs for a walk down the beach. Went into the water.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Oh, good, mate. Good. Yeah. So.
Yeah. As Maddie said, it wasn't that long, but there's too much important stuff to finish here.
And I'm glad you're going to be here for our 500th, mate.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it actually.
So yeah, I'll make sure I get some sausages, some snags and stuff. Yeah, we'll have
Saturday looks like it's going to be sunny. They're forecasting rain for tomorrow, but I reckon it'll rain later.
Yeah, well, I think this is the last of those low temperatures. I think we get up above 0 again tonight.
Well, that'll be nice.
Yeah, it will be nice, you know. But we're here through it. Like we
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
we didn't want to do another winter, but here we are.
Yeah.
Last winter they kept saying you'll never win in a winter, but we kept
Yeah.
But we came up with many evidences that.
Well, it's such a stupid thing in a 2-horse race. Someone loses and someone wins. So for every person that doesn't win in winter, there's someone that actually wins.
It is, mate, and it is a 2-horse race. It's purely good versus evil. It really is.
It's really boring.
Even if our minds don't meet, we must with all our hearts and all our feet. As soon as we can stand them down and even regain control of what is the media, we can really start addressing these real issues that people want to talk about. We can stop looking overseas, bring all our people home, and look at the enemy that's quite clearly insurged, occupying our territory, moving against us, weaponising all the, what would you call it? Weaponising all the pillars against us anyway.
Yeah. Well, Senator Lambie
I
been
know.
listening to our broadcast, right?
She must be. I know. It's like suddenly Sky News and all these news are starting to pick up what we've put down and starting to bring it onto the agenda, which is great. So what's happened is has the puppet master changed, or has Jackie Lambie's strings been totally cut and now she's the independent?
Well, we don't know.
We don't know.
That's the good.
Or is the new puppet master saying, no, you're going to start talking about this because power to the people?
Because he wasn't at all with us.
So yeah, there's another unknown here who really hasn't spoken out at all, and he's the Shadow Minister for Defence. He's never held a portfolio himself, even though he's been voted in majority by the West Australians in a large division of Canning, Andrew Hastie.
Oh, Hastie.
Ex-SAS, who throws the digger under the bus
Yep.
and glorifies himself and gets into Parliament.
Well,
He's had 3 terms now
and done nothing.
done nothing.
Look at the shadow of where the ice is in the shadow.
Yeah.
It's 3 degrees, but it doesn't feel like it today.
So are these people now just waking up too? I suppose we've got to give them the benefit that they've really been as brainwashed as we have. And they would have had a lot of pressure to stay in the brainwash.
Yeah.
But suddenly, I don't know, things are changing. Are they just simply waking up?
Maybe. I don't know.
You've got to give them the benefit of the doubt.
You
And
do.
if that's the case, sorry, just put me right on camera. The camera here. Andrew Hastie, MP, member for the Division of Canning, wake the fuck up, mate. You're on the wrong fucking side at the moment.
Well, you know, the deputy, there was this lady came on this morning and attacked Lambie from the opposition.
Well, that they get to show them. So they're all pointing their fingers at each other now, don't they?
saying that the perpetrators are going to be held account, and there's a process already in place. And I'm thinking, hang on a minute, they are dealing with the racket file diggers, but no one's taking any responsibility up the chain of command.
Do you know what? I reckon one thing, if Jackie Lambie has had her strings cut, if she is purely independent now, or if she has simply just woken up, do you know what she's got? Leverage, mate.
She has.
She's got leverage. She knows a lot.
Yes. Well, she's actually done it. She's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
referred them
Yeah.
to war crimes. Well,
She's-
according to one of the judges in a letter that he wrote to his other mates,
Yeah.
the War Crime Tribunal looking at Australian judges for applying British law.
Or is it simply just more of the same, controlled opposition? Just give them a little piece of pie, make it look like we love them, and then
Yeah.
come in and then ambush us on a full flank from the right, you know?
Well,
Or the left,
I've got a
actually. They'll be coming
question.
from the left flank.
talking about that, I've got a question. You know how there's this submersible that's gone missing
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
with all
yeah.
these people in it?
Yep.
It's a distraction. I'm wondering what they're hiding.
As soon as it came up, I saw distraction.
Yeah.
I'm
The
not
whole
saying one
world-
hasn't got missing,
No,
but
no.
it probably fucking has.
But the whole world's going to be focused on that for a
Yep.
week.
Yep.
And what else are they going to be doing?
Well, they can
behind
drag it out. Big rescue, this, that.
the scenes? Yeah. But I remember there was a kid that fell down a well or a rig well or something,
Mm.
and for 7 days the world held their breath while they rescued this kid.
Yeah.
And it's a classic. It's like,
We need a distraction.
what are the distractions covering?
Yeah, there's something there. Obviously, there's something to look at, but the truth isn't there. It's just, yeah.
I think we need to look because I think it's a magician saying, "Look at this hand, look at this hand." I'm
Yeah.
wondering what his other hand's doing.
Who the companies, who were on board.
The other thought I had was, you know, ASIO. See, I've got ASIO on the front with hashtag exposed 28. They
Yeah.
would know who the 28 are, and if they're anything like the CIA and the FBI, Hoover kept files of people to manipulate them to do what they wanted.
Well,
I'm wondering whether ASIO are doing the same.
high
What do you think?
profile, prominent people. So where are they now? Well, they just might be at the top of ASIO too, mightn't they?
They may be.
Because that's where they need to keep each other's secrets, don't
Yes.
they? And we do know that ASIO is CIA. CIA.
Well, a poor cousin of CIA, isn't it?
Yeah, poor cousin, yeah.
They're so efficient at their job, you pick up on what they're doing.
Yeah, they're very efficient at turning on the people of the nation rather than overseas. It's funny, you got all these five eyes, but they're looking at us.
Yeah.
I know.
With 5 eyes, you
With
think they'd be
5
able
eyes,
to see.
yeah.
Well, they've been in my phone since I picked them up on January of 21. I'm thinking, why is someone bugging my phone?
There was a link there. Like I said, I was clicking on these links last night, this MSN stuff, because a lot of the narrative changed, and it said something about Rowan Atkinson,
Yep.
Mr. Bean. So,
Yep.
so I was thinking, has he passed too?
Right.
I don't know, but I clicked on the link, and then straight away, warning, warning, your IP address has been
Oh, yeah.
stolen. This is a cyber attack, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And I went, what the fuck? I said, don't turn off your computer, your IP address has been locked, blah, blah. I don't know. I think it was a scam of a scam.
Yeah.
But anyway, I closed off the screen, but it wouldn't let me click on the link. But yeah, just be careful with this clickbait. That's probably how they're going to get us.
Oh, yeah. Well, I
But
find,
yeah,
I find when I'm home, I get to read a lot more of what's happening
Yeah.
than when I'm out in Canberra.
no one can ever hear me on my phone, on my end, which makes me think someone's tapped in on it.
Well,
I won't
yeah.
mention. I will mention. Yeah, a day ago, I found myself being followed.
Okay.
So I started driving through the streets, turning just stupid, and in the end, this guy realised he was following. Knew he was
followed you.
following me, and then turned off. But it was too. Yeah, this guy was
Too obvious.
too obvious, mate.
Well, it's funny, when I went home, they started fucking with my phone again, flattening. If I turned my phone on, the internet on in the morning,
Yeah.
it was flattened from 60% to 0 in about 8 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's all that.
Oh, Guru wants tomorrow
Yeah,
all to get on.
yeah, cool.
Now, Kaz is away, so we have to negotiate with Guru how we're going to do it.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, well, if I can just stay in my little zone and just join in on the
Join
link
in
on
on
my
it,
zone, that'd be cool. I've got to go out Friday night too,
okay.
so just
Well, let's see how we go.
see how we go. Oh, we'll work it. No, I'll be there. I was online yesterday. It was unwatchable last night. It was just a shame trying to watch it. It was 20-second delay, 2, 3 to 5 second play.
No, they Well, if you look at it,
But Mel said, yeah, Thursday night.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Love him or hate him, or hate what he has to say.
Oh, no.
He's been the one concert since Epic that has been online, giving it to the enemy and trying to.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Seen it.
so
Fucking miss my mouth altogether. Yeah, g'day, mate. How are you? We're live, by the way. Yeah. Where's Nan going?
She had looked around, I think.
All right.
Wore it out a bit.
She was upset because I didn't make her a bacon and
Yeah.
egg saying, yeah, good. Yeah, doing all right. The dicks are on the, see what they're all saying. G'day, last one. There we go. They're still here. I like it when we get new people. The last responder's new here today. Very courteous the way he came in and introduced himself too, and yeah, there he goes. He's going to fit in well, mate. She, so I wouldn't know. Actually, I should be careful. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Wobbly Wizard is one of the freedom fighters who's passed just recently. Yeah, I think the energy's going to change tomorrow, 22nd. Yeah. Pray to the Lord our God that any sort of spells cast today just fall flat and return on those who try to cast them. Yeah. Yeah, put all our protections on, adorn us with the full armour, and we're safe. They can consume themselves with their own hatred. Yeah. Oh, I keep forgetting to ask. Did he get his phone back? No. See, Mel Guru, the police still have their laptop from back before the election. There's no duty of care here. This guy's on the streets. Where's his emergency call? You know, fuck's sake, mate. Yeah. Well done, Donna. You're a real super soldier, mate. Yeah, well done. Well, I think there's damning evidence on that phone, and they know if they delete it, they're going to be bloody found accountable. And if they don't delete it, well, the evidence is there. Bad behaviour. Threatening, bullying behaviour. And then no procedural protocol, just kidnap somebody. After threatening to beat them with a stick.
Yeah, we've believed for years that they're here to protect us.
Yeah.
Really.
We'll be here all the way.
That's the goal.
Whoops, upside down. Oh no, that's right, upside down, yeah. We're actually going the other way up. That's a battery pack, yeah. Why are you upside down? Oh, yeah. Anyway. USS America docked in the port of Brisbane on Tuesday. It's just an exercise, just an exercise. Did Rod coloured and put something else up, did he, Higgs? I missed that one. I think I tried to click on one of the links for Fartbook and it didn't let me. Yeah, they'll all be pointing the fingers at each other very soon, I reckon. Anyway, what else we got going on? She fucked off to Taz thinking she could hide. It's probably talking about Jackie Lambie, I think. Good to keep busy, Margaret. Lovely swans. That's a beautiful photo, Margaret. Almost going to pinch it for a bloody thumbnail. If that's okay, of course. As our head is gold. I'll flatten it out and get a better one. Yeah, oh, she's welcome. We're here every day, Jackie Lambie. 10 o'clock, National Rock Garden, Canberra. Oh, I dare say you're just over there where we're here. Just show up really late, and then when everyone asks you what your late note is, Jackie, just tell them, well, you've been with the men and women of the great nation here, the National Rock Garden, holding the Governor General accountable to all these crimes. Happy to fill you in. There's Phil Jones. Everyone's saying g'day to Phil. Bless you, wobbly wizard. Just been on all the way. Yeah, look, I'm with you, Penance. I know, I just can't help but just to plead to their hearts, hey, just Grand Rising, everybody. There's Lulu. If anything, there are unseen forces at work. There's something's going on here. I hope we don't have to go through it as long as the US have. Nearly 3 years now of sting operations. G'day. How are you? Doing all right? Yeah, grab that, mate. Turn that on the full bore. There you go. And yeah, Tash, some of that the last message you sent me, just beautiful. I love the way you just study. I need to find the drive to check it all out. Some beautiful stuff there. She does all the homework, all the Bibles, into the individuals in time, Lady Fatima and Fatima prophecies, and with all respect, guys, I really don't want to hear Antic Roberts and anyone who was in Parliament or Lambie are on the same side or screen. Okay, yeah. G'day, Jim. Okay. Just giving them all the benefit of doubt. I know, just not hedging me bets, just almost imploring them, willing them. It's not a slap awake like it would be with Andrew Hastie, but
just promote the good stuff, like feed some applause.
Well, that's it. It's working in our favour. So
I like good stuff and ignore the bad stuff.
Not about to invite them out to dinner or anything, but shortest day of the year today or tomorrow? Today's the 21st. I thought it was today the 21st. Or is it more about the longest night rather than the shortest day? So tonight and then tomorrow the shortest day. There'll be about that much in it. Doesn't matter.
So
that much in it.
Today's Thursday or
Today's Wednesday. We know you're one of us, Jim, but yeah, I understand the ire. They've really got under our goat, haven't they, mate? Yeah. They've got us riled up, Jim. Understand, mate. There won't be any amnesty. Redemption, well, that's between them and the Lord Jesus Christ, I suppose, and just how far they're willing to come. I think redemption's still available. I don't know the depths of their crimes. But if you've harmed children, Red Over Black on YouTube. Good pick there, Tash. No, they don't, mate. They don't. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No deals. Something's happening. Something's happening, Pen. Yeah. No deal. No, it's all right, Ned. We can see you over there. Yeah, I suppose a 28 Wood Royal Commission. Just, yeah, she definitely looks a bit crispy a tarp. Still in the sun now. She's still crispy. She's my bloody ankles have locked up too, hobbling over here.
I was wiping down the front of it. I even had ice hanging off the crossbars.
Yeah, right.
So that's nothing compared to
Yeah,
what
what
it was. It was
yeah.
just white.
Yeah. You endured. Well done.
Yes. I almost got warm enough to kick off a blanket.
Yeah. The side wall in my trailer, it just becomes a waterfall at night lately.
Yeah.
So and then the doona soaks that up. So as I'm pulling it over in the morning, she's like a damp doona over the top of my gonk bag. I'm in the gonk bag. Yeah. Yep. Can't believe they've still got warm phone. Assholes. Oh, everyone's going down a bit. Everyone's going. It's all got silent here. What am I doing? Alright, better go, Diggs. Yeah, no worries, man. I'm coming. I don't think they'd start without us. The general consensus is that they've just got new puppet masters that wear white hats. I'll go with that. I'm fucking stoked with that. Let's bring that. Anyway, Grubbinator General, Bludgeonator. Australians don't like bludgers. Takes his coin, doesn't do the job. As far as they're concerned, he's doing the job bloody perfectly, of course. But we've paid him to look after us. He's forgot who he's working for. Oh, yeah, you got the cord. Sweet. So I'll plug it in now, then that'll avert any. 40% already. Gee, that's huge. 60% already this morning. Oh, he's got the drums again. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. See the frost on the grass there. It's ice on the water too, by the looks of it. Yeah, that's ice. Yeah, she's iced up, that puddle. They say that's why the grass always looks dead in winter here in Canberra, because of the frost. Oh, they say, how do you do it? Layers. You become an onion, layer upon layer. Ooh, crispy. I've got bought a hanky. Top brass. What is your oath of allegiance? And have you sworn another one to a secret society? Any allegiances sworn to another secret society? Mate, guilty. Would be treasonous, wouldn't it? And possibly seditious. Oh, there she is. Adopt the Corey. Oh, there's some here. All right. The Bludger in Chief, how are ya?
蓝牙已断开。
The Chief Bludger of the country.
"蓝牙已连接。
Well, not much going on over there. Ruby, g'day Ruby. You're a Dash, g'day.
once I wish the politicians were right.
We're right.
The politicians were right, because I'm looking forward to global warming.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a bit of something like that too. The summertime. If it's not going to come to us, well, we might have to go to it. So exposure 28. This tripod's falling apart. He's on his way. He's not missing. Oh, righty now. Frosty there. Something we haven't done yet. We walk down first in the line in the water. Got a little fishing rod sitting there doing nothing. Should bring it down and just cast it in, you know. Quick 30 minutes each day to see if something. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, had Corey was down here one day and the carp came right. You could see his face and just one quick movement and it took off.
I should take them home in an esky, get a whole heap of them or bags, just dig holes in the garden. Yeah. Push it down, cover it over. Yeah, right. Just fertilize it.
There's a white car in the middle of it. Not hiding behind the tree. I wonder why they're not in the shade.
There's a wonder what these green things are over here. They're almost like horse floats on the back of a trailer. These green.
Well, you know that King Chuck is a real horse lover. Fucking married one.
No. Oh well. Every now and then we dig into the.
Ascot today, apparently.
Oh, Royal Ascot, right? Is Royal Ascot what?
Yeah. Apparently he owns some horses now. Mummy gave him some in a will.
Is that one of the cars they haven't crashed?
Give it time.
What happens when you allow police force not to have any complaints made against them? They become bully boys of the first order. See what happened in Victoria, see what's happened with the AFP cases we've been here, see what's happened in New South Wales, Queensland.
I believe it's better, mate.
Yep.
What's that for? That's an answer.
What's that? Yep. I think it's animal cruelty having to make a police force
It's funny, I know for the legions and then your workplace agreement.
is superseded.
Yeah, well, it's...
Well, I find it amusing that a public police station is actually private property, and you can be removed from it. It's a public area. Like under law, if you're open to the public, it's public area. You can't.
They overreach.
No,
I have
no,
the power.
no, it's Donna. Donna, from my experience,
We'll get on with it. Sorry, it was a bit of delay.
when she arrested Lucia and then released her body cam footage illegally. But at least the court upheld that as a crime against humanity. So, yeah, she's a nasty.
We'll get started.
Wait another 5 minutes. There's just
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll just wait for these boats to pass so we don't scare the bejeez out of them. I know, delay upon delay today. Not like we're making excuses. Yeah, that's what to do on a beautiful day like today. It's barely a paddle that bloke's using, just a big stick. One at the front. Barely a paddle.
Well, every time I see
Alright, now we'll try and do it, eh?
Right. Good morning, everybody. Please move forward, be upstanding, remove headdress. We'll address the Grubbinator. Good morning, Governor General David Howley. The top brass are not absolved. They'll be held accountable to war crimes before you ever throw another digger under the bus. Stay fast. They went with songs into battle. They were young. Straight of limb, true of eyes, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end, against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. at the going down of the sun and in the morning. We will remember them. Lest we forget.
Bloody shit going on over there. A lot of people walking around, doing things.
Must be what the UAP passes.
We've got a few extract repairs at the moment. I think that's just what they're trying to find from the public.
I heard that one of the 3 or 5 was one of the 4 what's going on.
Well, they're recruiting police officers still on the airplane.
Welcome to the police force. Seeing as you're on your L plates, here's your designated driver.
Your Excellency, the Honourable David Hurley, as the Governor of this nation, this letter is an appeal from an ever-growing cohort of Australian people, both here and at home. We call on you to action the public reveal of the unredacted findings in the police report from the Wood Royal Commission, 1995 to 1997. The Wood Royal Commission, as catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission, resulted in a 90-year suppression order containing 28 names of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature, including judges, government officials, politicians, an ex-Prime Minister and others, frighteningly enough. That our Australian government has made no attempt to undo the 90-year suppression order for the supposed safety and well-being of the population is unacceptable. Revisited again in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting. The then Senator Bill Heffernan delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the public. As the Senator stated, it's not so much the secret that's the problem. It's when a group of people, such as the 28 people on the police report, keep each other's secrets. Further into his appeal, he quoted the Judge of the Day. We decided not to revisit that issue because the public would lose confidence in the judiciary. Governor General, how can you justify the 90-year suppression order of the police report from the Wood Royal Commission, given that the Australian taxpayers paid out roughly $64 million on the case? We have a right to full disclosure of the investigations, given that we paid for it. 27 pain-filled years later, we've stood each week since August 30, 2021 at Government House in Queensland, and daily since the 7th of February 2022 here at Yarlumbla. We are either real victims, family members of victims, or friends of victims of the appalling industry of child trafficking and pedophilia. We the people also require the individual honoured with the position of Governor General to uphold the requirements of the office of Governor General and inquire why the Governor General has not stepped in with the obvious police overreach in inhibiting the people of peacefully protesting, as it is their protected rights of all Australians. It is up to the men and women of Australia to determine the level of their confidence in the police, judiciary system and parliament on this matter. Yours sincerely, concerned men and women of Australia.
Yeah.
You're coming back this way.
Governor General David Hurley, my name is Tobias. I have lost confidence in the government, federal, state and local. I instruct you to serve the federal parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election immediately. Further, I want all the documents that Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission released to the public unredacted immediately. These two things are not up for negotiations. We will be here every day until you do as instructed.
On at $4.99 this week's special.
Governor General, 499 days, people asking, pledging, telling you to do your job. When do you listen? When do you give actions? Do your job.
She's disappeared. Yeah, she is praying. She's praying as usual. Oh, here we go.
David Hurley, I'm back!
You got a few laughs over there.
You haven't honoured me with coffee yet. The invitation's still open for both you and Linda. But I know you're too ashamed to show your faces. David Hurley, my name is Nana, and I have lost confidence in the government, federal, state and local, which you know as well as I do was voted down twice in a referendum, yet the government pushed it through anyway. Just like Albo says, doesn't matter if the voice doesn't get up, because I will push it through anyway. And then I've seen a clip that shows that it's already been passed as a piece of legislation. You dirty, rotten scoundrels. Further, I want you to dissolve all the corrupt government in Australia and issue the writs for fresh elections. Furthermore, I want you to release the findings from the Royal Commission. I want all the documents that Bill Heffernan produced under an order to produce. And that one document with 28 names is only one of multiple documents with hundreds of names on. We want those documents released to we, the people, the Commonwealth of Australia, unredacted, no black lines, immediately. These two things are not up for negotiation, David. We, the people of the Commonwealth, will be here every day until you do your job. I also have a question for you, David. In Bill's speech, he talks about a guy whose code name is Gorilla in Black Lace. Who is Gorilla in Black Lace? I googled that, and you know whose name came up? Gary Nielsen. Just one of those names, David, that are on that list of alleged pedophiles. So how many names are being hidden? There's only 28 on this one document Bill's talking about, but there's plenty more documents, so there's plenty more names. You're trying to cover up a lot of filth, but we, the people of the Commonwealth, are becoming more aware and more people are getting more disgusted with the corruption and the cover-up. Your days are numbered, David, and you're going to have to stand before God one day and answer for your actions. Also, your lack of action when the people have come to get help from you.
Yeah.
And Linda, I'm pretty disappointed in you. The fact that you support a man who supports corruption. Your days are also numbered. And I can't see how you, as a supposed female and grandmother, can let this continue to happen. Nana is not happy. Nor am I happy with the overreach, seeing my boy here getting carted off to the watch house the other day. And then Donna's ability to lie to our faces yesterday.
Girls.
You all disgust me.
Yeah.
Well done then.
Good morning, Dishonourable David Hurley, traitor to Australia. How do you feel being a traitor and the whole country looks at you the same? A traitor? Are you kidding me? My name's Al, and I've lost confidence in the government, federal, state and local. And I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue writs for a fresh election. Immediately, tyrant. Further, I want all documents that Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission released to the public. Unredacted, immediately. These two things are not up for negotiation, Hurley. We will be here every single day until you do as instructed, you tyrant. Do your job! And you AFP that are over there, do your job and arrest these people! Hey Hurley, 13th of March 2020, you put your name and use your authority to bring into power the federal pandemic under the Federal Act, Biosecurity Act 2015. From that moment, it was your responsibility to make sure that the authorities followed your instruction. No state had any power to act under their own laws in that pandemic because you declared it a federal pandemic and you declared it under the Biosecurity Act 2015, a federal act. Now I know that they've been fiddling with that act in 20 and 21, but it was intact when you signed that form. And as such, you are responsible for every crime against humanity committed by the states, by their governments, by the police forces, by even the military. Because with authority comes responsibility. I know you didn't learn that in the army because you're an officer. However, you need to know that you are liable for their crimes as well as them. Because you did not open your mouth and stand up to them when they broke your law. You were silent and your silence was deafening. And as such, because of your silence, you agreed with them under law. Therefore, you are guilty, along with them, of crimes against humanity. And we are going to hold you accountable for those crimes. At the moment, you seem to have the police force round your little finger. doing your bidding rather than keeping the law to protect Australians. However, that is rapidly going to change when the people stand up and say enough is enough. Those that are accountable will face court and face court for crimes against humanity and treason. So Hurley, you're the top of the list. Your silence is deafening. We have been here 499 days outside your house, and your silence is saying you agree with what these men and women did in the 28. In fact, are you a pedophile, David? Because I had heard a young man on your front lawn accusing you of pedophilia against him when he was underage. And your silence was deafening. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think silence under law means that you agree with what's been said. So my question is to you, are you a pedophile, David? Because your silence seems to suggest that you agreed with him. If a young man stood on my lawn and accused me of pedophilia, I would have had something to say. Your silence is ridiculous. Time to step up, grow some balls and do your job early.
Thank you.
Just another word, David Hurley. Remember these two words. Dangle, dangle.
Top brass are not absolved. Oh, now it's back on. Oh, look out, David. Mate, just do your job. Mate.
No one, David, is above the law. We've been told that plenty of times. Yet the AFP and the government seem to be above the law, just like you. So why is there one set of rules for us and another set for you? But I've got another question for you, David. What house were you sitting in 2015? Wasn't this one on the lake? I believe it was one in Sydney. You were Governor of New South Wales when this crap hit the fan. And you didn't want, you were Governor in 2015. So why didn't you step in then when Heffernan came and asked for those documents to be released? What are you hiding? As Mark said, is there a possibility that your name's on the list? Because I have a cousin who even named another man, if you can call him a man, who has held the same title as you, Governor General of Australia. And funnily enough, after she named him, she died suddenly of a supposed overdose. How convenient. You will all answer for your actions.
Thanks, Sam. I just wanted to come up here and zoomed out. I just want to have a look at these four little birdies up here making their little nests. You know, he was even standing on one leg like a crane there a minute ago. Oh, little pretty little birdies. Nice and warm there. It looked funny you were standing on one leg, Dave, like oh well, we're still here.
The top brass are not absolved, David Hurley. We're still here.
Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. Who kicks out the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me the man on bail, and I'm still here. They try so hard, we try not laugh. They tow my car, the next day it's back in the same car park. These cops ain't smart, I'ma make a drop this charge. Son, you watch, we take it back to the start. No D's, no titles, no trespass. Now we charge you, tables are turned. We come with a proof for all these souls, all the abuse. Nobody gonna cut you loose, knock knock. Yeah, who at the door? Makada, bring on the storm. Library the epic, thought we were gone, regroup and come back to the front lawn. Yeah, we're still here, still ain't got no fear. We will cry, still ain't shed no tear. The sense of we still here. Is that all you got? We take on you mob, we unite. You don't call the shots. Sovereign's been here all along, and they're still here. Yeah, they're still here. Return of the sovereign, but they never left. They're still here. Yeah, they're still here. Yeah, they're still here. The oldest civilization. Listen, how many years? They're still here. Need your support for the new way this war is fought. Alowari for the law and in June income bore accords. Gotta cut out the cancer. Yeah, that's what the plans are. Walk with the elders. They got the law, we got the numbers. That is the answer. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got the jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. Who keeps out the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here. They see us come, we see them run. Now we are one, free our daughters, free our sons. Yeah, they're getting scared. Front line, you can bet I'm there. Even when we're gone, our spirit lives on. Yeah, we ain't going anywhere. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a job, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raid at the camp, done all the camps. Who kicks at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here. Still here, you fuckers!
Can I have all the nanas then?
You do that? Oh, I've got a photo too. Get a photo up. We've done, it's interesting. I reckon we've been working, our average is 12 people. Yeah. And we got 12 again today. Yeah, 12. Yeah, it may even be a high average. It might have been a high side because some days it's a lot more. No, you're right when you look at it that way.
Guess what, guys? Nana's going to Net's place. Net you go? Oh, that's it. I'm going to Net's place. She's going to be in trouble. Ruby said. Please, I'd like a photo, please.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we need a photo with Paul. Yeah, we need bananas with Paul.
My favourite.
On your knees. No.
Well.
You should send it to me.
Yeah. Anyone that's got Vaughan's phone number, send the phone a message and tell Donna to give his phone back. Stop being a grumble bum.
Now I have to
Yeah, drive safe now. Yeah, all the mess they're making. Rustle, rustle in the leaves. Which way is it looking? How are you today, possums? But you're probably all snuggling up right now, loving it, eh? Hey, you loving it? Yeah, she's a bit chilly. Wow. All the very best one. You might need a new roof, see? We've got a few white ants in the roof. So there, that ends today's proclamation. It's definitely a lot warmer than when we started, which is beautiful. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's amazing. We started with exposed to 28 names, but as you've heard just in that last proclamation, just how big it's got. We expect silence because for him to tell the truth will throw himself and all his top brass under the bus. So I don't expect him to say anything at all. Instead tries to just pit us against the authorities and the judiciary, which then compromise more unlawful, more overreach, more unconstitutional. Here's Mikael. I hope you've got a good excuse. You could have said it's cold. That's good enough, mate. Good morning, soldier. I would have let him get away with the fact it was cold. Yeah, so yeah, what Mark was saying then, that we average 12. Yeah, I think so. I think it could be a higher average than that. We get good numbers down here still. Everyone just rotating through, let alone the people that are listening each day. And then the reshares and the streams. She's a little bit frosty still. We won't look at it, eh? We'll just go straight for the sun. No deviations. $500 days, what do we do? It's just going to be another day, it's just a number. Like I said, we're not trying to break records here, no. We'll get back. I might read what they're reporting about this exercise talisman sabre in the top end, North Queensland. basically states it's just a normal exercise. Yet some of the other things he said just left a lot of scope open. Maybe they've come to clean out the echelons, the top brass. Maybe it's just an exercise. But a lot of people up the coast all reporting on troop movements, and I wouldn't say it's pre-deployment training. The Canunga and Shoalwater. Mind you, they've got a really good urban warfare set up there in Townsville, High Range. Anyone who sees Jackie Lambie on the streets, I'd say politely and courteously ask her more. How much power does she have in that statement? What's going to happen? What action items are going to happen? Or was it just a little speech that goes nowhere? I'm not going to be hanging around long here, Diggs. Keep moving on. A few things I need to do. It's always nice to have a bit of money in the bank, which I do this morning. Now I've got to prioritise. There. Yeah, so here it is here, the article on the about the USS America docked in the port Brisbane on Tuesday. So the commander of the US Navy amphibious assault ship says he is prepared for attempts by other nations to seize maritime territory in the region. Once again, who owns us? The USS America docked in the port of Brisbane on Tuesday for a 3-day visit ahead of Talisman Sabre training exercise in Northern Australia involving land combat, amphibious landings and air operations. 5 billion, 257 metre warship is crewed by 2,000 sailors and marines and carries 20 aircraft, including 6 F-35B Lightning II Joint Strike Fighters with vertical takeoff and landing capability. Neither the highest ranking officers aboard the warship, US Navy Captain Shockey Snyder or Marine Corps Colonel Matthew Danner, would mention China by name during the press conference on flight day. Well, it's not exactly China, is it? It's internal. This development is routine deployment for America. It is not meant to send any message to any particular country. Not to any particular country, Captain Snyder said. Standing in front of an insignia with the ship's Latin motto, Bello vel pace paratus, or which means ready for war or peace. Captain Snyder did say his ship and Colonel Dander's 31st Marine Expeditionary Unit were trained for any crisis, from a humanitarian crisis to a combat engagement. It's open, it's open. There you go, well done, Tash. She's already got your t-shirt on the thumbnail here on a...
Who is that?
Tash.
Oh, good.
Aussie diggers truthing daily on the Freedom Front in our capital, Canberra. They camp in a -6 degrees to hold the line. 500 days on, 22nd of June, winter solstice. Support them any way you can. They are there for us in spite of massive odds against them, not just the weather, but the constant harassment by corporate policy enforcers masquerading as keepers of law. God bless, keep and guide them always. Thank you, Tash.
That's wonderful. Thanks, Tash.
ASIO, the only part of the government that really listens.
That's true.
It is,
499 days the Governor General hasn't listened. For a while there, I wondered whether he needed hearing aids.
Oh,
But he listens.
He is.
He listens to what he wants, I suppose.
Yeah.
But his silence is deafening, and he obviously hasn't got a legal background. Otherwise, he would actually speak up in a number of cases.
He need Gitmo onto YouTube and find us.
Yeah, he needs to get Mo on YouTube. I'm sure that we could even arrange for him to find him.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it. If you are employed as a public official to do a job and you don't actually do your job, is that fraud? I wonder.
It's fraud, but even in this current environment, I'd say it's even sedition.
Yeah, right. Because he's if he didn't take the money, then there's no. But he's taken the money under false pretenses.
Yeah,
and he's actually doing the job.
Yeah, their job, not the job he's supposed. We want him to do. He's doing their job. It's
Well, their job isn't what he's paid by the people to do.
No, exactly. Yeah.
You know.
You're off, Nan. Yeah. Well, he probably wants his car back.
No, bugging, he can drive Daisy.
He can have days off.
He can drive Daisy.
Daisy,
No,
righto.
we're taking another vehicle up, and that's the number plate.
Righto, Daisy.
He's driving Miss Daisy.
All right. Good luck with Miss Daisy, Ian. Thanks for the cookies, Nan. Thanks for the cookies and cakes. I'll get a coffee and then I'll come back, Diggs, and seize the day. Yeah, anyway. Why you call you Joshua? Yeah, that's better. Where are we up to? On the razors there, Jay. So there's we're at the bottom of fees. Do we have a shop link from Aussie Shops? Cash damn awesome job, swear. Really blessed day, I tell you. Instead of human domain, Jade Saw, Adam No Fear, mate, jumping in a possum box. Yeah. G'day, Redneck Rumble, how are you? I like Redneck Rumbler. I've seen Redneck Rumbler around. Staying warm babies, we know their names. Fiona Barnett. Yeah, that one came up. Yeah, the Fiona Barnett, Adrian and John Wells are two of those children who have survived to accuse their parents. And Fiona Barnett, she just put another link up thing. Yeah, I've got to finish watching that one. I've got to get back to it. I'll throw something onto the telegrams meaning to come back to it, but I didn't get back to that one. Thank you for reminding me. So children are still here. We stand for Franca Arena. She was a bit of a champion. This too. Didn't like the champions. God's your boss too, Dave. Even if you decided not to go for him and go for the beast here on Earth. Oh, there, Nobby's given cakes and bows and... What's that? Nachos. What's it? I heard you've got these so-called robo dogs. They're not dogs. Might have 4 legs, but that's about it. Are they real? I've seen them on the streets in Melbourne. Really? You know who the 28 are, Harry. They suggest the Undertaker's the Prime Minister. Anyway, we need to get to the bottom of that. I do know the Undertaker's daughter is definitely complicit in the Ghislaine Maxwell Epstein Island affairs. You've been told, Hurley. Nicely called. I have paperwork to do stat. Always work gets us back. I pay the bills. Paid my bills this morning. I'm hoping there's a little bit of money left there. See the granddaughter again, really? Has Hans had his daily amount of attention that he likes and grown accustomed to? It was Phil's hoodie first. That was Phil's idea, that comment about ASIO's listening. Not trying to take anything away from anyone, it's good, but yeah. Proper unalterated blue flag, yeah. Whatever. Penman just pulled over on the side road, see a message about Derek Johnson. Yep, he's a treasure, lots of truth, but love his voice, so I listen even if he's reading the phone books. Yeah, he had a few out. Yes, I think he might have been 2 out. One with Derek Johnson and him by himself. I listened to the one that was him by himself. Ad Marjoram Day Gloriam. Yeah, trendworthydesigns.com. What's he got? Helen something fishy going on in that lake or something lake. He's pretty tricky. He's baffled us all with his full brilliance. Beneath our radiant Southern Cross. I actually swore allegiance to the Southern Cross. The enemy's the same as the redcoats. I'm going to have to wear my glasses when you start. Cookies and donuts, and can you name file? I can't see it. Is that kippers and diggers? Okay, back down. Oh, I've got to stop. I need glasses. Right? That woman on that. Awesome. Well, it might be time to call it quits, Diggs. Hope you have a nice day. 500 tomorrow. Yeah. It's an indictment on the Governor General. 500, honestly, mate. It's disgusting. It's a very silent way of telling the Australian men and women to go themselves. It's not very nice at all, Mr. Hurley. Anyway, we've got this, Diggs. You've got this. We've got this. We've all got this. So yeah, just keep each other safe. Love and kindness, shine the light. People are going to be hurting, as they have been, but as they come around, just be that love and light and the calm. Yeah, it's about de-escalating, not escalating. Standing as overtly peaceful as possible that compromises them into doing something absolutely criminal. Good game plan. Anyway, thanks and praise to the one almighty God above, and thank you, God, for you, for us in this fight. We'll see you tomorrow, 500. We need cake? What do we need? 500. Yeah. Bring some glasses. Drinking glasses, not icing glasses. All right, we'll see you tomorrow, Diggs. Oh, any last chats? Any last chats? Last chats. Oh, gee, sunshine, my lovely sunshine, Helen. What is it when the assassins call you an assassin? You lie and be merciful to those who lie. No, no response to any letters at all. No response to any letters at all. Once again.
I was reading on Facebook.
Yeah.
That the AFP said that we won't last the winter.
And
I realised it was
which
last-
winter?
Yeah, it was last year.
No, last year.
Yeah, it was April last year.
How's that going for you? Hey, look, and we're laughing all the way through it.
Well, if you're going to plan to be acclimatised, you go out in it every day for 2 to 3 hours. Isn't that what we do?
And not only that, you look at the others that are doing it worse and you just toughen the fuck up, mate. You get over it real bloody quickly.
Exactly.
Yeah, stakes are so high.
I really missed the group when I was away.
Well, I can see, you know, all these beautiful places I might have missed out in this last 2 years. I'm going to catch up on. Absolutely.
Not long before we win this.
It's imminent. It really is.
We'll have figured it out by now. The only way that they're going to get rid of us is to give us what we want.
and hope that we can't find any evidence of his misdeeds.
Oh, I'm just about to sign off, mate.
No
So
worries,
no, sign off now. So I'm going to close off. Diggs, have a great day. Peace be with you. See you then. Done. We're done now. Now I can relax.